Good afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist Agent Weather Forecast, guys, and welcome back to the video. Hope you guys are all enjoying your wonderful Monday afternoon. And this would actually be another U.S. forecast on the amount of rain we're actually be seeing for areas from the Midwest all the way through much of the East Coast. We're going to be seeing how much rain we can see for the next couple of weeks. I've actually done a couple of videos on this, and it's actually gone a bit crazy. Many of you guys have been asking today if it's going to affect you or when it will happen. So I just decided to do another video so you guys can find out if it's going to affect you and the timing and all that. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. It really means a lot when you support my channel. Also, be sure to leave a like in the hit the like button if you really enjoyed the video and learned something. And also be sure to leave any questions in the comments below if you still have any questions about timing and all that. This video will be a bit shorter as I just covered this yesterday, so not a huge amount of new updates. But yeah, this video is going to be a bit shorter. I hope you guys agree with that. But yeah, let's get in this video. So here we are looking at the National Weather Service here, and as you can tell, we're going to be focusing just on the areas that are the general east of the United States. And as you can tell, we do have more flash flood watches in effect and lakeshore flood warnings in effect for areas off the eastern, off for western Michigan, for Lake Michigan, and we also have some for near Duluth, Minnesota. We also do have some more near Detroit, and also for the areas for northern Michigan. So we have basically most of the Michigan coast is seeing somewhat some lakeshore flood warnings or flood watches. So they actually are the exact same color, so you guys are just going to see exactly detail what's happening, exactly which one you are in. We also do have some lakeshore advisories off the coast of near Chicago for Green Bay, Milwaukee. We do also have some coastal flood advisories too, and hydrologic outlook for many of those areas in the Midwest. We do have some severe special marine warnings out there for the New Orleans coast, and we also do have some high wind warnings in effect for areas for South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska. Looks like we could have some wind starting to pick up there. Good thing is we don't have any snow in that area, so we won't really see blizzard warnings. And we also have a wind advisory, very widespread for Fargo, all the way to near Wichita, Des Moines, areas near St. Paul, and also Minneapolis. All these areas will be seeing some wind issues today. So now we'll be looking at the day one outlook. As you can tell, we actually have some very strong storms out there for the deep, for the southern Gulf. As you can tell, we do only have a marginal to a slight chance, so it's not incredibly high like yesterday, but we do have a marginal risk, which is very widespread for 16 million people. That is for Jacksonville, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Montgomery. We also have those areas for Clemson. We also do have many more areas into the the Birmingham. And yeah, so we do have so many areas in the southeast that are seeing some a good amount of rain today. We also do have the slight chance. This is where we have the worst severe weather today, but again, it's not that bad. It's only second level degree really for severe weather wise. And as you can tell, only 5 million people, but we have some big cities though. We have New Orleans, we have Mobile, we have Tallahassee, we have Gulfport, we also have Panama City and Pensacola in these areas of the western coast of Florida. The tornado threat's actually not that bad. We have a 5% chance. We had a couple tornadoes in Georgia and Florida earlier, a couple days ago, with Nestor and all that. But a 5% chance is somewhat kind of high. Again, it's only a 5% chance, but most of the time we see tornadoes, and again, there's a chance, so that's still a thing. So we have 5% chance for New Orleans, Mobile, Tallahassee, and again, the Gulfport, Mississippi area, and the Big Bend. And we also have areas in Panama City and Pensacola. The wind threat isn't that high either, only 15% chance, and that's a bit more for 5 million people. It's getting a bit more widespread, more into Alabama. And again, we have a couple more areas there. And the hail threat's actually less than 5% chance for all areas. So it's not looking like it's going to be such a huge severe weather threat like we saw earlier. And now we'll be looking at the rain And the rain, as you can tell, we do have, again, that severe weather coming in for these areas into the deep south. We have very, very heavy rain off the areas of Houston and the Baton Rouge area. We do, again, have that low pressure system right here for the areas near, it's actually right near Minneapolis. And that's where we do have, again, those flood warnings, or sorry, flood watches in effect for many areas. We're going to see very heavy rain for the St. Paul area. And that's going to stretch all the way from North Dakota all the way down to Texas. So it's going to be a couple 100 miles, actually more than 1,000 miles of pure rain. So that's all be basically, it's going to be like a little twisty turn thingy. So we're going to continue to see this rain go around the same areas that are going to be seeing rain. And that's where we also have flood issues. And let's not forget, we have the Mississippi River crossing right here. So that is going to be a huge threat, as it could bring in many flood issues for the Mississippi River, like we saw with Michael and all that, huge flooding issues for those areas. Even though Michael was a lot farther away, we still had a lot of rain for those areas too. And then we're just going to be seeing this rain to continue to bring in very heavy rain from Minnesota, Iowa areas, and the areas of near Green Bay. And it actually leaves a gap for Lake Michigan, so that'll be good. Not too much flooding in those areas, and then they'll come around through the areas of the Ohio Valley, and that'll bring some more rain for the eastern United States, including Ohio, Kentucky. Very, very heavy rain today for you guys in Kentucky throughout today into tomorrow. Very, very heavy rain. As we go more into, this is actually Wednesday now, we'll start to see some more rain. That same system bringing very heavy, light to moderate rain, possibly heavy at times if you're near the Harrisburg area or near the areas of northern Pennsylvania. We will start to see some more heavy rain come in, and then they'll even bring some more rain by Thursday. Incredibly heavy rain for our areas near the Maine area into the New England area. We're definitely be seeing rain. If you think it's over, it's actually not, because right after we see another system. Why is that? I don't want the highlighter. We'll have another system that brings in some more rain for Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, and Illinois. And this will continue to bring in more rain for the eastern United States. And look, we could have possibly a low pressure system off into the Gulf of Mexico that will provide a lot of rain for these areas in the southeast, including areas near Mobile, Tallahassee, areas all the way to Orlando, areas into Raleigh. And this will be by Saturday, where we could have another big system, and that could actually bring very, very heavy rain. It's actually lucky if you're in anywhere over here, because you're kind of lucky, because we have a high pressure system that's going to be pushing this out of the United States very soon. That'll bring very heavy rain though for Norfolk, all the way to near Augusta and Savannah. You guys will be seeing some more heavy rain. It's just going to be constantly rain after rain after rain. And you can tell that is out very soon. But look, another system. This is now by Tuesday, so not a huge break by then. Again, this is 2 days before Halloween. That's going to bring in a slightly bit more rain for areas in Augusta, Savannah, Orlando, those areas. And then we could actually see a huge or a decently good snowstorm size the day before Halloween. So Halloween Eve, we could have snow for areas near Springfield, Green Bay, Iowa, Jefferson City, maybe even just north of the St. Louis area. And that will bring a low pressure system that, of course, will bring more rain for the areas for Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina. Just incredibly a big amount of rain. By Halloween, we could have a snowy Halloween for many areas, including areas near Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, areas in Erie, maybe even Buffalo. You guys can have Cleveland. You guys could have a snowy Halloween, and that is not good news at all for the New England area. That'll bring in even more heavy rain, as the low pressure system is right there. We have a second one that could bring in maybe even a second rainstorm right after. And as we continue on, we have another one that brings in very heavy rain for the Ohio Valley, for Pennsylvania, and that can just bring in constantly a lot of rain. So yeah, I really had a detailed part of that forecast. We're not going to be going into a lot of details for the European model, as we just took about 5 minutes on that for the GFS. So as you can tell, we're not going to be spending that much time, because the video is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But again, as you can tell, today and tomorrow we'll be seeing very heavy rain coming out through the Gulf all the way to Minnesota, and that will bring in very heavy rain, maybe a little bit of mix out there in the Appalachians. And then we have that second system with a low pressure system that brings in snow for Amarillo. And we actually had a tornado in Dallas last night, and that could bring in the same scenario. We could have maybe another severe weather risk, and that will bring in even more heavy rain for the areas in Pennsylvania and the New England area. Again, there we have that risk for having a snowy Halloween, and that causes a low pressure system, and that's going to bring in more and more rain for the east. Again, Indianapolis, maybe even Chicago, maybe even Muskegon. You guys can all be seeing possibly a snowy Halloween, which is actually pretty good. And as you can tell, snowfall or the rainfall totals are actually a lot lower than they were yesterday. And as you can tell, we do have still a lot of rain for these areas to come all the way to what this is November 8th or November 6th. And as you can tell, the most amount of rain so far here in this map will be New Orleans, and that'll be only about 8 to 9 inches. And then areas near Alexandria can be seeing a couple more inches. But if you guys want to look around, see exactly how much more, again, a lot less than we thought earlier yesterday. I think that was just maybe a glitch or something. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and bye guys.